Hey guys, gals, and in-between pals. My name is Synth, or Chance, whichever one you prefer, and welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a good time zone, whatever time it is in your zone. I hope you're ready for another But That's a Different Story video, because that's what you're getting today. More school mischief. Today I'm going to be telling you about my award-winning cake that I never intended to enter into the contest. And then how my teacher trusted me way too much, just like they did with my mystery scene in the last video. If you haven't seen the last video, you might want to check it out. It has nothing to do with this video, though, so you're not missing anything. It's just another good video. This is episode 5 of But That's a Different Story. So let's get going. So, this is a story about when I was in culinary in high school. I really enjoyed cooking, I love baking, and my family has a recipe, a cake recipe that is passed down from generation to generation. Come to find out, it's just a Betty Crocker recipe that my great grandma kind of stole. Whatever, I made it better. Anyway, it was just a regular chocolate cake with buttermilk, though my great grandma, because she couldn't afford buttermilk, made it sour milk. This tangent means nothing to you besides the fact that I use buttermilk now. Anyway, so I've improved the cake by actually using buttermilk, by using more butter than Crisco, because I didn't want to use Crisco anymore. I wanted to use butter, gives it a richer flavor, and I used dark chocolate cocoa powder. It's delicious. It is a delicious cake, and almost no one who's tried it has disliked it, unless they already dislike chocolate and or cake. And even someone who disliked chocolate and cake was like, my God, this is a good cake. Anyway, so I'm in high school. I bring this cake in for my birthday every year, without fail. Bring it to my culinary class. My teacher is like, so you're going to enter this into the county fair next year, right? I laughed and went, no, it's just a chocolate cake, Miss M. I'm not going to name my teacher. Uh, and she's like, okay, but it's really good, and I think you should enter it into the contest. And I said, all right, whatever, sure, why not? Well, the next year comes around, because it was too late that year. County Fair had already started, couldn't enter it in that year. And it's about County Fair time. And my teacher comes up to me and says, so you're entering your cake into the county fair, right? And I was like, nah, I wasn't really thinking about you're entering your cake into the county fair, right? I guess I'm entering my cake into the county fair. All right, whatever, sure. I entered into the contest. I think nothing of it from that point forward. I don't think I'm going to win a prize. It's a good cake, but it's just a chocolate cake. It's not award winning or anything, right? Right? Well, I come in on a Monday, and my teacher approaches me all excited, and she's like, guess what? Guess what? And I'm like, what, Miss Monty? You won! Confused because I've completely forgotten the contest. I won what? She's like, the contest, your cake, it won a prize. Oh, great. What did it win? First place? No. What? But yeah, my cake had won first place at the county fair. Big deal in the South. It got put into a cookbook and everything. It was really cool. But so, to celebrate this, my culinary class was going to make a special lunch for teachers who they could buy it to help fund our program because our program was not well funded. So we had to raise money ourselves. Uh, it's not how school should work. Anyway, so we were going to serve my cake as the dessert. Great. Well, I had first period theater, so I couldn't make the cakes and then help deliver them by the time they would need to be done. At least that's what we thought. So I left it up to the first year culinary students to make the cakes, and I was going to make the frosting and put it on it, and everything would be great. Oh, how wrong I was. So I go into culinary that day, and my teacher approaches me, hands up, and says, don't be mad. I said, why am I mad, Miss M? And she brings me to the kitchen. And my dark chocolate cake, my rich, deep brown dark chocolate cake, is gray. All of them. All 6 sheet pans of cake are gray. And I'm horrified. I'm like, what happened? She said, I don't know. I turned around for 5 minutes and they all turned out like this. And I had no idea what they had done. For a very long time, I had no idea what they had done. What they'd done, years and years later, I figured it out. What happened is the batter was very thin, and I think they thought they messed it up. So they added more flour, causing my dark brown, deep, rich cake to be an ugly, disgusting gray brown. She said, what are you going to do? I said, I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to remake all 6 sheet pans, aren't I? And she said, well, I don't think we have enough ingredients. And besides, I had plans for the kitchen today. And I turned her and I pointed at her and said, not today, you don't. She looked at me and was quiet for a moment and said, I guess we're doing things in the classroom then, aren't we? And left me alone in the kitchen. I was like, oh my God, I didn't think that was going to work. And went about my business. We had exactly enough ingredients for me to make 6 sheet pans of cake. And I made my 6 sheet pans of cake, and I made the frosting, and I iced the cakes, and I just hand delivered every single one of those meals and said, here, please enjoy. And like waited for them to take a bite of the cake, and a bunch of teachers were like, oh, it's delicious. This is really good. like didn't know how to react because I was so intense when I delivered it to them. And that, dear friends, is how I had to remake 6 sheet pans of award-winning chocolate cake in less than an hour and a half. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed my story. Remember, follow me on my different social medias. There's links down below. And you know, this story reminds me of another time that a teacher trusted me way too much. This time it was in... But you know what? That's a different story. Thank you for joining me. My name is Chance, and I'm signing out.